Friend. You probably know of him, you probably love him, or maybe you don't because you're one of those stupid people that you think he's not real, and that's what I'm going to talk about today because you're stupid. I'm talking about stupid people's fun. Anyways, so, I've been going around the internet, seeing a lot of comments about Friend and stuff on random Friend-related videos. But sometimes whenever I watch like a theory video, I'll see in the comments someone like, Friend's not real. This is a Gaster situation. And I just laugh. Because if it's a Gaster situation, that means there's going to be a bunch of disbelief before we realize, yes, they are indeed real. They are indeed relevant. And I just find that kind of stupid and how it's probably going to happen a million more times with several other characters, because I can only assume that Toby Fox is going to be making more spooky dudes. Anyways, for those of you who somehow don't know and live under a fucking rock, Friend is basically this cat thing that's like kidnaps children and is like a demon or something. I don't know. He appears in the Ram minigame, not minigame, boss fight, and he appears in Queen's Basement, the one going to get the spammy tongue. And he also has pink and yellow eyes, like spammy tongue. The reason why I think people are denying him so much though is that he doesn't have any direct relevance to anything directly going on in the plot, aside from some random side things, which isn't directly happening in the plot. Which I guess is kind of fair, but not really. But whenever it comes down to it, Friend being related to Des kind of matters a lot. Because Des is probably the Knight. It doesn't really make sense for anybody else to be the Knight, because that doesn't... Des just seems like the best answer anyways. So... yeah. And about Gaster not being relevant, which people still somehow think even after Chapter 4, which I just think is very stupid. Yeah, he's obviously relevant, and most people know that, but, I don't think Toby just made a bunch of, like, little messages to the player just for the fun of it, in a very cryptic voice that obviously isn't his own. I don't think that's some random character. The only one that really makes sense to be is Gaster, or some Gaster-adjacent character. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah, next thing. Forgotten Man. I'm not saying the Forgotten Man is Gaster, but he's definitely related. People who think that he's just an Easter egg for the sake of being an Easter egg, I think that's also kind of dumb. He's very obviously, he's very much related to lore. I do think he's related to Gaster. He might even be Gaster. I think personally think he's a piece of Gaster. If that sounds stupid as fuck, I don't care. Friend is probably going to be a cat. Anyone who thinks he's a dog is weird, because Toby draws dogs a very certain way, and I don't think that's a dog, because... I'm sorry to not even think it's a cat, to be honest, but one thing I do find very interesting is that there might not be one friend, there might be multiple friends. So I'm not even sure if it's like, friend is the thing, or if it's a thing with friends. Because we can see in the ERAM, I've been saying RAM, haven't I? ERAM boss fight that there are multiple friends that pop up, you can just kill them, but they come back during a later phase or something. So it's either that, like, you know, there's multiple friends because, well, partially because Endo Jenny having multiple cat things, and Endo Jenny's apparently related to Friend or something. Because Friend takes the form of Endo Jenny in the first cutscene in Chapter 3, not first cutscene, but like the trauma dump, which was 100% necessary for the game because it makes Susie freak out, and that's funny. I don't really have much else to say. I mean, I guess people who think Papyrus is the Knight stupid. I don't know. What are you fearing for Chapter 5? And what do we trust?